Hi guys. So it's me, Casey. I haven't done a video in a little over 16 weeks to be quite honest. And it's simply because I just wasn't sure if I was going to continue making videos or not. Because when you look at other people's videos on YouTube, they're so like high class, let's put it that way. And I don't know shit about editing videos. I've downloaded some editing apps on the computer to edit my videos, but even that I was struggling with. So I was like, oh, maybe I'm just not meant to make videos. But honestly, I didn't join YouTube so I could get 1,000 subscribers or to get just a shit ton of subscribers. Sorry, I have a potty mouth. I didn't come on here to get a shit ton of subscribers or to make money, etc. It's just simply because I couldn't find what I was looking for on YouTube. And I just thought, what if there's people out there like me that can't find what they're looking for? And I got a message from somebody on my one of my videos that asked me to keep making videos. So mm, thank you. I think that's just what I needed so that I could continue making videos. But it was that comment that made me decided, you know what, I need to go on there because just like other people that may be searching, I was one of those that was looking and couldn't find what I needed to find. And my camera is poor quality because it is like almost 2 in the morning. There is bad lighting in my room. This is me at night. Like I have no makeup on because I've already showered, washed my face. I just got done doing some assignments and all I did was threw this headband in my hair and I just like fluffed up my hair so that it would look somewhat decent for the camera. And I just have this t-shirt on. And if you hear my baby crying, he's right there next to me. He's teething and he is fussy. So yeah, I mean he may pop up in the camera, but I'm sorry about the bad quality for my camera. But I just wanted to make a video real quick, and I probably could do one tomorrow, but I figured I have you guys waiting long enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and update you. So I just got done with my first semester of school. The first semester was 16 weeks long. I had an English class, I had a math class, I had an anatomy class, and I had a physiology class. By far, math and physiology was very difficult for me. I'm not really good at math, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, I'm great at math." Hell no, I struggle with math, no doubt, no lie. But I do struggle with math. So yeah, math took up a lot of my time. I would be doing maths all day Saturday and pretty much all day Sunday, to be quite honest. I try to focus on doing one class a day of the week. So like Monday, I'll try to do math and then finish math Tuesday and then start another subject that same Tuesday and then finish that subject Wednesday if I didn't get done and then start another one. And that was how I decided that I was going to break it down so that I could get my classes done. But oh gosh, it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work, honestly, you guys. Like I can't even sit there and tell you it's not a lot of work. Like I hear people say, oh, I'm not gonna go to nursing school because I want to go to nursing school, but I'm not gonna go because it's too much work. I can't afford it. I have kids and blah blah blah. And the excuses are never ending. And I'm like, what are you complaining about? You're married. Yeah, you have kids, but you're married. You're getting that help. So go back to school. I feel like if it's something you're passionate about, you're gonna do it. You're not gonna like keep up with the excuses of why you can't do it. And I feel like from the moment you start telling yourself why you cannot do something, it's never gonna happen. Like I graduated with my associates last October as a medical specialist. That was 2 years of school. Like I always knew I wanted to go back to school and get my degree. I'm like determined. I'm like, you know what? I need to break that cycle of poverty in my family. And not only break that cycle of poverty in my family, I need to show my kids that you could accomplish anything you want to accomplish. And there's really no obstacle for you to accomplish what you want to accomplish. You just have to go after it. And I'm gonna do it. Like I decided that I was gonna I went this is what I did, and maybe some of you could do that too. That might help you. But what I did was I looked at all of the resources there is for single moms, including scholarships. Like there was this website, I don't even remember what it's called. I would have to ask my instructor from my other school, but he sent me this website where there's all these different scholarships, several scholarships, and I just applied for scholarship, applied, application after application, and usually all of it is like 100 words essay. They'll give you something where it's a little essay, so it wasn't any big essays. At the end of the day, I never got scholarships from the site, but I did get scholarships from the school because the school I went to offered scholarships. Sorry, I have really bad gas. Like my tummy is not doing well because I only had 1 meal yesterday, and today it was two. I only had 1 meal today as well because I had to go down to the school. That's a long story. I had to go down to the school, and I just didn't get the time in the day. But anyway, I got a scholarship from the school, and then I got the FAFSA and the grants, and then the subsidized loan. And if you talk to your school, the school's financial aid advisor, they usually help. I also had a payment plan, so I was making payments towards school every single month. But I didn't go to like a big college. I went to a private college. Like private colleges are more expensive, but they offer you options to where you could make monthly payments so you don't have to come up with that full tuition amount and pay that money, you know, like okay, let me give you an example. Some schools will say tuition is that amount, you get your FAFSA, your grants, whatever, but then you have to pay that full amount. Boom. You just have to pay that the balance from whatever is left that your FAFSA wouldn't pay. But with private colleges, you could make payments every month. And that's how I was able to go to my other college for the 2 years to get my medical assistance. Now, with the college that I'm going to right now, I also make monthly payments. I'm going for my bachelor's as a registered nurse, and they're allowing me to make monthly payments so that way I'm able to pay out of pocket for school. And you have to talk to your financial aid person for you to know all of your options. And usually they could guide you and tell you where you could get free money for school. And I think the difference is I was just really determined to get my degree. So I did everything I can to find options pretty much. And I don't want this video to be super long. It's already 7 minutes, so I'm gonna hurry it up. I do like to talk, so I could talk for hours. So, but I ain't gonna do that. So, okay. Um, but the first semester was hard. Going back on track. The first semester was hard. I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I go to bed after 3 every morning, and then I'm up again at 7 a.m. because I gotta get my kids up. I gotta feed my daughter for her to go to school. I gotta pack her a lunch. So I'm going to bed like 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m., and I'm up again at 7 a.m. I get my kids ready. I get them fed. I get myself ready. I usually don't eat breakfast. I get myself ready. Then after I drop them off, I go to work. Then I come home and I usually go to the gym at 6. I do some weightlifting. Then I go to then I do some cardio at 7. Then we come home and I get them to bed about 8:30 because before I go to the gym, I do have time to feed them dinner. I will cook dinner and then I will give them their baths because I always make sure I get that done before I go to the gym. Then we talk for a little bit, and then when we come home, we talk some more because I'm very involved in my kids' lives. I like to know what's going on with them. I like to know about school and how school goes and all that stuff. So we do that, and then once we do that, they floss, brush teeth, go to bed. And once I get all my kids to bed, about 9:30 is usually when I will start doing homework and stuff. And I just do homework until about 3:30 a.m. and then I go to sleep. Then I wake up at 7 and I do it all again. On Saturdays, depending on how much math homework I have, I would either go to bed at 3:30 or 4. There was one time I went to bed at 5 a.m. and then I woke up at 8:30 a.m. to go work out at 9 a.m. No, Saturday. I said Saturday. Yeah. Okay, so I lie. No, Fridays, even if I go to bed at 5 a.m., I'll still wake up at 9 a.m. to go work out. And people don't understand it, but working out is just my way of forgetting everything that I'm dealing with. Like, it's just my way of not thinking about homework or thinking about assignments. It's my time pretty much. Like, I devote 100% of my time to my kids, and I give my time to homework, and I give my time to my job, and the gym is my little escape from my problems. It's the opportunity I take to not think about stuff. It's just my escape. Like, some people have their spouses to go talk to, or family and stuff like that, but the gym is how I escape from reality, to be honest. So I feel like I need that, even if people don't understand it. But I do need that because I don't have anybody at the end of the day to turn to, that will understand it. I've not had anybody that I could turn to that understands my lifestyle pretty much. Like, I've had friends that tell me, "Why don't you just quit nursing school?" And I'm like, "Quit it for what? So that I could continue working a job that pays me minimum wage and continue living this poverty lifestyle, raise my kids in poverty, and then they're living in poverty." Like, no, I'm not complaining to quit. I'm just telling you how tired I am, because it gets to that point where you just get so exhausted. There were days where I was like crying because I'm just like, I'm so tired, and I just like, I would be like, I can't do it anymore. I just can't. But I just kept going. I would say I can't, but then I'd remind myself, yes, you can. And you're gonna be your biggest supporter. I don't know about many of you, but I am my biggest supporter. I will cry and cry and cry, and then I will convince myself that I could do it. It's really difficult. The workload is intense. And with my program, I don't know with other programs, but you have to get a passing grade of 80% on everything that you do in order to, pass that assignment. It has to be 80%. So you really have to commit your time to doing that stuff in order for you to pass. So it was a lot. It was a lot. Like, and then you get a week break after the 16 weeks, and then you're right back on. And my classes just started again today. And I also found out that my clinicals are like 5:30 a.m. and I have to drive to the place, which is an hour away based on traffic. If there's traffic, it's more than an hour. So I have to wake up at like 4 a.m. No, I have to wake up after 3 in the morning, get ready to leave my home by at least 4:15 to make the drive to get to my clinicals on time, because if you're more than 10 minutes late, they don't allow you to come to class. And they made it very clear, more than 10 minutes, you don't get to come to class. You get to go home. Like, when it comes to clinicals, they're pretty strict about that stuff. So I have to get my kids up that early. And not just that, they're like, sometimes you have it 2 days a week back to back. So they're like, why don't you just, you guys are gonna have to rent a motel because your clinicals will be that next day as well, same time. And I'm just like, no, there's no way I could do that. Like, I'm a single mom. Like, who's gonna watch my kids for me overnight whilst I'm at a motel here? Like, I have to drive back, even if it's an hour or something. I have to drive back, spend time with my kids, and then drive back that morning again. I'm just like, I can't do that. Like, it's gonna be way harder for those of you that are in my shoes, that are single moms and you don't have any help. It's gonna be really difficult. And I think that's the part you need to prepare yourself, that you're gonna have a mental breakdown at some point. You're gonna cry your eyes out many days and tell yourself you can't do it. But then you also will all need to remind yourself that yes, you can. And then you still need to try to make time to spend with your kids, and you still need to try to make time for yourself. And that's why the gym is mine. It's my time to just focus on me, because if you don't, you're gonna go bad shit crazy. Like, sorry, you're gonna go bad shit crazy, no doubt. Like, man, it was so difficult. And now I'm like restarting. Like, now I'm starting this semester, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I know what it was. And this semester I have foundations for nursing, I have microbiology, I have pathophysiology, and then I have a nutrition class. The nutrition class and the Pathophysiology, I'm actually really excited about those two. Microbiology, I don't know. And foundations to nursing, I'm actually excited for that one, but not as excited for nutrition because I like nutrition. And I was looking at all my assignments and I'm like, shit, for my nutrition class for next week, Sunday, I have 10 assignments due. 10, you guys, like 10 assignments in 1 week. This week is not bad. I have like five, I think. And then it's like next week, I'm just like, oh shit. And I haven't even looked at my assignments for the other class, but that's what I'm saying. Like the workload is intense. For one class, you get so many assignments, and then you have this class that also has all these assignments, and then you have this class with all these assignments, and then you have this class with all these assignments, and all of them you have to spend so much time doing reading and researching. It's like, oh shit, this is, but it's possible. Today I had to ask myself if I want it or if I don't want it. Like after I got done at the school, I had to really ask myself, do I want this or do I not want this? Like, am I willing to let the fact that I have some assignments and I'm having all these mental breakdowns get in the way? Like, I just feel like, and the things that we want are the most hardest to obtain, honestly. And there are so many resources out there for those of you considering going back to nursing school, especially those of you in, excuse me, in my position. I don't know if you've seen my video before where I talked about the difficulties, like what I was looking for in YouTube. I don't want this video to be more than 18 minutes, so it's already 16, so I'm gonna hurry it up. I don't know if you've seen my previous video. If you haven't, you should. But my video was basically saying that not only am I a single mom and I have 3 kids. I don't know if at the time I said that and I had two and I was pregnant. I can't remember how long ago I recorded the video, but I do have my baby and he's 7 months now. So yeah, but I do have 3 kids and I'm a single mom. Originally, I'm from St. Lucia, but I've lived in the US for about 10 years now. I was married, I got divorced. That was like I got divorced like 4 years ago. So I don't even want to, I don't think I need to go back there. But yeah, I did get divorced 4 years ago. I work full time and then I also go to school full time. And I was looking on YouTube for videos where people were in that same situation with me. Like they don't have any family help. They're not living with family. Um, Basically, they're just single moms like myself, no help, struggle, just doing it all on their own. But I couldn't find videos like that on YouTube. And that's why I decided maybe I needed to make a video for people in the same situation as me so that they know that it is possible. And sometimes I feel like we need somebody to look to just know that yeah, this is possible. Like I take care of my kids full time. The dads don't come around, the dads don't help, the dads don't support them financially. So I know that I have to work full time because I'm the one that keeps the roof over the head. I have to pay the bills and I just if I miss a day of work, I'm like, okay, that's an entire day I missed of work. So now I'm missing out on that payment or clients, like your clients cancel. And when my clients cancel, I'm just like, oh shit, my client cancel. I've lost these hours. Now my paycheck is going to be short. And you do get stressed out because you're like, I'm taking care of my kids on my own and I have to keep up with my bills and keep a roof over my head. I have to keep up with my monthly school payments. So it gets really stressful. And I don't have family where I could move in with them where so that they could help me with my kids whilst I go to school or somebody to help me take care of the bills so that I don't have to stress so much about school. And I do use my tax return. Honestly, I save my tax return so that I have that money to fall on when things get really difficult. So that helps me out too to keep up with my bills and stuff. But it does get stressful because I worry a lot, especially when it comes to finances. Like, see, and I don't have people where I talk to about that kind of stuff. I just deal with it because what am I gonna do? I just gotta deal with it, right? But it's possible, you guys, like to go back to school. There are options, and I know that the college that I go to, the classes are online, the clinicals are on ground, but they're located in several parts of the US. So maybe if you guys want to know, hey, where do you go to school, so that I could look into this option for my RN, I could tell you, and then you could see if they're located in your area. Because, and I also know for the college that I go to, if you are like a low income, pretty much like you don't make much money, they usually have a payment of, usually the payment is $250 a month. But if you're low income and you have kids, like your financial situation is not great, they will work off of that with you. And that's what they did with me. They work off of that with me to determine a payment plan that would work for me. And it's nice that they do that. And your second semester, you could apply for scholarships. The first semester, you can't, but the second semester, you can apply for scholarships. So that also helps. So, yeah, I mean, I only pay $75 a month for school. My other college, I did only $25 a month for school, because they were going off of my paycheck and my living situation. Like, they take everything into consideration, which is what I love. And I didn't just find that stuff out. Like, I went to the financial gal and I spoke to her. I was like, hey, 250, that's expensive. Tell me what we could do so that I am able to go to school. And a lot of these colleges, they want you to come to school, so they're willing to work with you, which is nice. So, and the first semester was rough, it was hard. I did end the semester with all B's. um I, like I say, I go to bed at 3:30 every morning. Right now it's 1:59, so it's almost 2 o'clock. I wake up at 7 a.m. to get my day going again. And I did that for 16 weeks, 16 long weeks. And I'm about to do that again for 16 long weeks. But I'm not gonna complain, because after the 16 weeks, you just get a week break to recoup. You have that week to relax your brain, to not think about school. And that week was nice. I actually enjoyed that. I really enjoyed getting that week off just to recoup. And now I'm starting back up my 16 weeks again. So I'll just keep you guys updated every week, possibly. Most likely I could do that at least. And then I'll do it during the day when my camera is nice and there's sun and stuff like that. But if you're considering it and you're in my situation, just know that you can. If you have any questions, I could definitely answer them. If it, I mean, I could answer your questions. So just ask me whatever you need. Like, I'm not making YouTube videos for 1,000 subscribers or to get paid. I mean, if I did get paid, that would be nice. But realistically, I just want to be able to help you find answers to your questions, pretty much. Like, because I was, like I said, I wasn't finding what I needed on YouTube when I wanted to go into the nursing program, because a lot of the videos I was seeing, it was people who moved in with their family or they had family helping them. And I kept getting frustrated because I'm like, this is not what I'm looking for. Like, this is not what I'm looking for. I want somebody that's in that same situation as me. No family support, no family help. They're literally doing it on their own. The children's father does not take care of their kids, and they have to pay, support them financially, fully, etc., etc. So I kept getting frustrated, and I was like, okay, if I can't find what I need, then maybe there's people out there that can find what they need. So I'm gonna make a video. So yeah, that is it. And I will keep posting videos every single week now. I just didn't even think people would. I wanted to. I wanted to help people in my situation, but at the same time, I always get nervous about doing videos. So yeah, but yeah, this is my video, and I'm way over how much I wanted to spend doing it. I have to get back to homework, so I gotta end the video. I'm so tired already, but I gotta do homework. And just so you know, that when you're going to nursing school, you really don't have a life. Like, honestly, you don't have a life. Like, I spend my weekends doing homework. So, and my week is work, school, kids, gym. I just don't have a life. I've had to turn down a lot of stuff and be like, I'm sorry, as much as I want to do this, I have too much homework to do. So I think that's the part you need to brace yourself for, is that you're not going to have a life. But at the end of the day, just think, you know, what I'm doing is way more important than having a life right now, because then I'll have a secure life once I'm done with school and I could go wherever I want and know that I'm guaranteed to get a job. So that's kind of what I tell myself. So I will talk to you all later. That's just me keeping you guys updated. And I will just make weekly videos that you guys know where I'm at. And most likely some of you will get to see me break down. I may even cry in these videos now when I make them weekly. Because sometimes, it just, the emotions just, they just come out. So you guys will get to see the raw as well. So thank you for watching. Now I gotta figure out how to end. Oh, it says end stream. Haha. Anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I could most likely help you and guide you in some way, because I went out there and found all the resources that I could for me to go back to school, and for it to be just for it to be even possible for me to go back to school. So yeah, all right, bye guys.